Alright lads, we are here. It is the final and I have to say, I'm gutted. Last night's comeback has actually officially destroyed me, and so if I'm not mentally here in the video, that's probably why. But starting on Spain, and I think this Spain team has had the occasional scare, maybe the occasional time they're not exactly performing of what they can be, but up against France, they did put all that to bed. I think specifically one thing that has stuck with me from that game is Unai Simon's his confidence and being able to come off the line, and how it's always actually worked out against that France attack. Do love keepers like that. He was basically Onana with a footballing brain. The connection from defence to midfield to attack was just so free flowing, and as a collective they really performed. Defence especially, you know, just keeping out players like Elise, Dembele, Mbappe. It was a hard ask, but whether it was a tackle, a deflection, or just their general positioning, you could not fault this Spain defence. I have been reminded of how good Oyarzabal actually is for Spain, and I do have to say he's quite a funny player, because you know, you won't hear anything from him maybe season to season, especially in England, but when Euros or World Cups turn around, he's Berbatov and smoke. As I did say in the last video for the semi-final prediction, if Lamine Yamal can have another good game, it is going to be a very hard ask for Argentina to get a result. This team is actually the team I did have from the start of my World Cup predictions. I know I didn't post, but it is the team I have been backing all the way. And to be honest, all I'm thinking is, why did I not place a bet? Alright lads, now I have a challenge for you guys. Sorry to interrupt the video, but I am planning to go to the Great AU early 2027. I'm an Australian citizen by descent, but I'm planning to leave. If you guys want to follow that journey, make sure to subscribe. I've got a target for 1,000 subscribers. Do your best. Argentina obviously went through, and unfortunately it's not coming home. I was mentally looking forward to going to the pub, maybe having a pint, watching the final with the lads, but now I have to watch the dirtiest team in the World Cup. I don't actually think England were necessarily worse off. It was just a few of our players, especially in general for this whole World Cup performance, haven't been up to standard, and you know, I can't quite understand Tuchel's obsession with Jed Spence. It does not make sense to me. I don't know why he was picked. I genuinely think Macca would have put in a shift compared to him. Argentina do know how to win games, whether it's, you know, howling at the ref or just Messi's brilliance. You know, they can do it. They did it last World Cup. They can do it again. Obviously, as I did mention in the last video, their players are getting older. That is a factor. Spain do have a much younger squad. We cannot underestimate them, because a lot of their players have that experience, have that World Cup under their belt from the last time out. I do also think it's quite scary how much of a collective they have. Like literally, you can just tell every player has each other's back. They are so strongly united. Enzo Fernandez, for me, is the one actually to watch in this game. He had an amazing goal against England last time out, and I just think his general control in the midfield over this tournament is going to continue against Spain, and it is going to be interesting to see whether or not he can break down that Spain midfield. Alongside with Messi, they definitely have the individuals. Whether or not they are a better team though than Spain, I guess we're going to have to see in a few days. Spain have not won a World Cup since 2010, so they are definitely going to want this one. I don't actually think there is an underdog here, so I do think it should be a balanced game, and my prediction for the World Cup final will be 3-1 to Spain. Lamine Yamal getting a brace, with Messi scoring, but unfortunately it just isn't enough for the Argentinians.